Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Reverend Angelo Frazier, pastor, father, American citizen, executive vice president of the Greater Bakersfield Republican Party. I'm writing to you because of the California Republican Party platform that's coming out, the proposal that they're making. When I first read it, it seemed really succinct and really in order. But the more I looked at what they're proposing, which is different than what they had proposed, I have some grave concerns, and I want to share those with you. And there are more. I just want to share a few with you. I'm not going to talk today much about election integrity, but that was one of the issues that's missing as well. And so, number one, there was this shift from traditional family to traditional values and family unit. And there was the missing, the taking out of, if you will, man and woman, marriages between a man and woman. Regardless of what culture says, regardless of what focus groups say, regardless of what ideologies say, there is only man and woman. I believe that. The Word of God has told me that. And until God changes his mind, I won't either. So the platform that's being proposed in the coming days is going to encourage people to sign off on not man and woman and marriage between a man and woman, but about a family unit, which can be defined as a whole bunch of things. And I say no. I said if we can't stand on the fundamental principles which are true, then we're standing on quicksand. And so it's not that I'm leaving the Republican Party, but the Republican Party is leaving us who are grounded in our convictions and truth and science and biology. And I understand many struggle with identity, but that doesn't mean we change our convictions. We can love, but not change our convictions. Number two, as I read more into this, I began to see that this gender equality, again, it goes back to there's man and woman, there's boy and girl. You can't become in between. You can't transition between the two. It's impossible. I've never met a man who can become a woman or a boy who can become a girl. So this gender equality is opening the door, I think, to a ideology that's going to destroy the fabric of not only our families, but of our country. Again, I know there are people who struggle with these things, and we can love on them, but that doesn't mean we change the definition of what things really are. We don't change the definition of truth because people struggle with truth. And so there's this idea of gender equality now. And I don't think that's a stance that's healthy. I think it's going to hurt the party. It's going to hurt many people because we can't say yes or no. And then if we open the door to this, we're going to have all kinds of genders and all kinds of things going on. And I'm just not, I just don't agree with that. And I think number three would be the idea of abortion and life. God is the creator of life. And I see now is not end abortion, and they talk about in this proposal the stand for life and all that, but it's the reduction of abortion. That I get that that's part of the process, but the end result is to end abortion. What if we say the reduction of slavery? What if we say the reduction of child trafficking? We don't even talk that way. We want to end these things. Abortion, God creates life. Matter of fact, that's the first thing he talks about, life, liberty, and the pursuit of health. That is the one thing that absolutely sure, there's no debate about that. And for, I believe, a party that's moving away from those fundamental things and then looking at life as kind of a thing that we'll reduce, I think is dangerous, and I have grave concerns about that. So I'm asking all the delegates to put a pause on this, to reword this, go back to the original, because the original was fine. And it's not about winning votes, it's about standing firm. We're not going to sacrifice the truth to win elections, because if we are, this is not a party I want to be a part of. So I want to speak pretty clear and pretty true about what we believe as a party. It's inclusive, we love everyone, but we cannot accommodate the values and convictions of everyone that's not based in truth. And as far as I understand, the Bible tells me that there is man and woman. The Bible tells me that life is precious, and we don't mess around with that. And the Bible tells me that marriage is between a man and woman, and one man and one woman. Genesis 1:27. I don't see any way around that, and I don't think our parties should give the illusion that there is. So I share my heart with this. I don't have any ill will towards anyone. I just believe this platform, as it's stated now, is inconsistent with the values and convictions of, I believe, for me, in the Word of God, what I can stand on. So I cannot stand with this. And so I'm asking the delegates to reject this, to go back to those main and plain things as we go forward and speak the truth and love to our constituents.
Hi, my name is Greg Perrone. I am the president of the Greater Bakersfield Republican Assembly, and I just have a few comments that I'd like to share specifically surrounding the proposed party platform for the California Republican Party. So without further ado, I'll just start by saying it may come off as a nice attempt, but when you start reading some of the things that have been removed from the platform to perhaps appease certain elements of the party, it becomes a bit discouraging. For example, in the preamble, right at the very beginning of this, the very last sentence says, "We believe in dignity and equality for all." But if you dig into this platform, all no longer includes the preborn. That's not part of all anymore. So I think that we, as a Republican Party, we missed the mark on that. Immigration makes no mention of secure borders. Everybody knows we need to control immigration. Everybody knows we need a comprehensive policy to deal with it so that our nation is a better nation because of immigration and not an invaded country. But securing the borders is a pivotal point that is completely omitted from this proposed platform. Another thing I think was very interesting was the removal of protecting the preborn, or you may know them as unborn babies. The party platform used to say that that we were opposed to all abortions. Now the party platform is shifting to propose a reduction in the number of abortions. I don't know how you feel about that, but that's, imagine had we back in the slavery days said, we just want to reduce slavery. Imagine if you are talking about law enforcement and say, we just want to reduce violent crime. We don't want to eliminate violent crime. Imagine drugs on the streets going, we just want to reduce the number of overdoses rather than eliminate them. These are things that I think we could all agree those need to be eliminated. And to say a reduction in the number of abortions, who are we trying to please with that statement? And then finally, the idea of we support a strong family unit, but it doesn't mention the traditional family unit of a man as the father, a woman as the mother. Marriage between one man and one woman is no longer mentioned in that. That was a pivotal part of the Republican Party for a great number of years, and now we're just slowly eroding that away and giving ground at every turn. It seems to me that this isn't an issue of being inclusive to everyone else. This is an issue of, we are the Republican Party. This is what we believe. If you want to join us, this is what we believe. If you don't want to join us, don't join us. But don't try to tear the party apart from the inside. And that's what this looks like it's doing. I think it would be smart if we did not adopt this platform, if we just left the existing platform, went back to the drawing board, and in fact strengthened this language rather than water it down. We are the Republican Party. Let's act like it. Thank you.